This is KGW News at noon.
Today, Oregon Secretary of State Shamia Fagan announced she will no longer keep her side job as a consultant for a cannabis company. She also apologized to the people of Oregon. Hello, I'm Christine Pedawanich. Thank you for joining us here on KGW News at noon. This all started a few days ago when Willamette Week first reported Fagan began working as a consultant for the owners of La Mota Dispensary back in February. Court records indicate the company has racked up millions of dollars in unpaid taxes and has been repeatedly sued for not paying bills. The owners have made large donations to top Democrats, including Fagan. Today, the Secretary of State addressed voters and spoke on her decision to terminate her contract.
I will start by sharing that I terminated my consulting contract with Verity Holdings yesterday, and I released the contract to the media earlier this morning. I owe the people of Oregon an apology. I owe the diligent professionals in my agency an apology. I am truly sorry.
She served as a consultant at the same time there was a state audit of the Oregon cannabis industry. But the audit director said Fagan recused herself. Oregon Governor Tina Kotek has asked the state's Department of Justice to examine the audit anyway. Today, Washington Governor Jay Inslee announced he will not be running for re-election in 2024. The 72-year-old is the second governor in state history to serve 3 consecutive terms. In a statement today, Inslee said serving the people of Washington has been his greatest honor. He says he'll remain committed to addressing the state's homeless crisis and fight against climate change. Also on Inslee's to-do list before leaving office, tackling the issue of drug possession. The governor says he plans on calling Washington lawmakers back into a special session this month after lawmakers failed to pass legislation criminalizing possession on the state level last month. Current Washington law makes drug possession a misdemeanor, but that law expires July 1st. Ballots for people living in Multnomah County will start going out tomorrow for Oregon's May special election. If you live in the county, you could get your ballot anytime tomorrow, Wednesday, or Thursday. But if you haven't gotten your ballot by Friday, you should probably contact the Multnomah County Elections Office at the number on your screen, 503-988-8683. So yes, ballots are late in getting out. They were delayed because of a ballot proofreading error. Election day, by the way, is May 16th. Okay, let's get to our meteorologist, Rod Hill. Rod, what are we looking at today?
Well, so far a lot of clouds, not much of anything else going on here on the west side of our state. But I do want to point out a fairly large, actually it's enlarging, area of rain right here that's now moving its way toward the slopes of the Cascades over on the east side first. The Dow's getting rain right now. Madras has had rain. All this is slipping this way. So if this holds together, and it might jump over the Cascades and get into places like Sandy in the coming hours this afternoon. We have a few showers that are now starting to pop underneath the clouds that we have over on the west side as well, down in McMinnville. All of that is very light action. Here's a look at the clouds, and I think there is light precipitation falling now up at Timberline. Snow level today is 5,000 feet. Here's a look at the Oregon Veterans Home camera out in the Dalles. We do have raindrops on the Lens right there, where it looks like it is light rain in the area, 56 degrees. Portland so far dry downtown. We're at 57. We will at least get up to 60. Maybe we'll go as warm as 64. Now, in addition to the rain I just showed you on radar, Christine, we are eyeing the chance of some thunderstorms hitting the Cascades this evening, and we'll talk more about that coming up.
Okay, thank you, Rod. A person is in custody after a police shooting in Salem. Investigators at this point really aren't saying much, but here's what we do know. It happened on Fisher Road between Market Street and Sunnyview Road around 6:30 this morning. We don't know if the suspect was injured, but at least we do know no officers were hurt. Right now, there are still roads in the area blocked off as that investigation continues. So this shooting happened less than 2 miles away from where bullets hit 2 police cars in separate incidents last night. Police haven't said if the shootings are all related. Back in Portland, police are trying to find the person who killed 2 people in the Centennial neighborhood. It happened on Southeast Negley Drive near Powell Butte early yesterday morning. When officers arrived, they found 1 man dead, then found another man dead about a half-mile away. One neighbor who wanted to stay anonymous said the shooting happened right outside her home and a bullet hit her car.
I heard the shooting from underneath the balcony of my room, but I couldn't see anything. When the shots finished, I was able to see a car that left really quickly.
If the medical examiner determines these latest shootings are homicides, it would mark the 27th and 28th homicides in Portland so far this year. The city saw 34 homicides by this time last year. To East Texas now, where the manhunt for a murder suspect is on its 3rd day. Authorities are looking for this man, 38-year-old Francisco Oropesa. He's accused of shooting and killing 5 people, including a 9-year-old boy. Priscilla Thompson has the latest from Texas.
Right now, we have 0 leads.
This morning, the search for a man accused of killing 5 of his neighbors, including a 9-year-old child, is growing more urgent by the minute.
Is there any danger to the community right now?
There's always a danger when you've got a guy that's just shot 5 people in the head, execution style.
Authorities are offering an $80,000 reward for any information leading to the arrest of 38-year-old Francisco Oropesa, as more than 250 officers comb the rural Cleveland, Texas community.
We're asking everyone for your help so we can bring this suspect, or this monster, I will call him, to justice.
The manhunt began late Friday after police say a neighbor allegedly asked the suspect to stop firing his AR-15 rifle outside because they were trying to put a baby to sleep. Moments later, a massacre unfolded.
This man takes it upon himself to walk out of his residence with a loaded AR-15, walk up into that man's house and start shooting.
5 people were killed, including 9-year-old Daniel Guzman and his mother, Sonia.
My heart is with this 8-year-old little boy. I don't care if he was here legally. I don't care if he was here illegally. He was in my county.
His father returned to the scene the next day, devastated and heartbroken.
Él murió porque quiere defender a su mamá.
Now telling NBC News his son died because he was trying to protect his mom, saying that the child saw her fall and ran toward her. 3 other children were also found at the scene, covered in blood but alive.
There was 2 females in the bedroom that were laying on top of juvenile children, in my opinion, to keep them children safe.
The community gathering to mourn, but still on edge.
Do you believe he'll be caught?
Espero que sí.